Hello and welcome to Money Time at Money9 English. It's been an end to a busy Monday, but before you log off and hit the bed, let's look at the business and personal finance news for the day. I'm Ajay and let's begin on something on Provident Fund. The government is likely to announce a rate of interest employees would get on Provident Fund tomorrow on Tuesday, March 28, 2023. The EPFO's Board of Trustees is holding a two-day meeting. Its board will send its recommendation to the Ministry of Finance on Tuesday, and then it will be government's discretion to decide on the rate of interest on EPF for the financial year 2023. Currently, there are over 5 crore EPF subscribers in the country. Another point to be noted is that since FY14, the government has continuously reduced interest rates of Provident Fund. In FY14, the EPF interest rate was 8.75%. Since then, the government kept on reducing, and in FY22, the government gave just 8.1% on EPF, which itself is the lowest in over 4 decades. And soaps at 10 rupees cheaper, liquid detergent at 75 rupees lower price. You can get most of daily consumer goods at much lower price at JioMart. After disrupting telecom industry, Mukesh Ambani is planning to disrupt FMCG industry in India. Reliance is already selling soft drinks, soaps and liquid detergents at much lower price than the price most of the established brands sell in the market. Remember, due to lower price of Campa Cola, beverage brand Coca-Cola were forced to reduce prices. But will big FMCG players like HUL, Nestle, Godrej reduce prices of its products? Well, only time can tell. But one thing is for sure, that Reliance has kick-started a price war in the FMCG industry as well. If you're looking for a loan, then you must be all eyes to this news. Loans are expected to become further costlier going forward. Various economists of countries' public sector banks and also of domestic rating agencies are of the opinion that RBI may go for another round of repo rate hike of 0.25% in the first MPC meet in the next financial year. Banks are mandated by the RBI to tie up rate of interest at which they sanction loans to the repo rate. Any further repo rate hike will make consumer loans even more costlier in coming times. So, brace yourself to pay higher if you're planning to take a loan. And speaking of high interest rates on home loans, the Economic Times says various banks are giving home loan at lower interest rates than the prevailing rates to the new clients. Some experts have even said that this might be the best time for new customers to take a home loan. This is because banks may not continue with this offer in the long run. Some lenders are ready to take a hit on profit margin and offer home loan at 8.5% interest. This is currently the lowest interest rate as per industry standards. Even country's largest lender, the State Bank of India, is offering cheapest home loan at 8.5% interest rate. On the higher side, most of the banks are extending home loan rates from 10.5%. And special fixed deposit schemes extended by 2 of the largest banks in the country is going to end on March 31, 2023. Here's a quick look at the attractive rates these 2 banks are giving to account holders. SBI is giving 7.1% on 400 days Amit Kalash FD scheme. Senior citizens will get an additional of 0.5% on this FD. HDFC Bank, on the other hand, is giving 7% on 5 years, 1 day to 10 years on Senior Citizen Care FD. Senior citizens get additional of 0.25% over and above 0.5%. Both these schemes will end on March 31, 2023. And if you're a big fan of Kratos from the God of War Ragnarok, then you're gonna get excited with this news. PS5 gaming consoles receive a price cut. According to media reports, Sony will sell all models of PlayStation 5 gaming consoles at a discount of 5,000 rupees from April 1, 2023. Although Sony has rolled out this offer for a limited time period, as a result, the standard PlayStation 5 gaming console will cost you 49,990 rupees. PS5 Digital Edition will cost 39,990 rupees. While PS5 God of War Ragnarok bundle will be sold at a discounted price of 54,990 rupees. According to Sony, there has been a lot of demand for gaming consoles in India, although PS5 has always remained out of stock in the country. But Sony is making sure to improve the availability of its gaming consoles at various stores across the country. And sticking on with gadgets, Infinix has launched ultra-affordable smartphone, the Infinix Hot 30i, at a price of just 8,999 rupees. The smartphone houses 8 GB RAM and a storage capacity of 128 GB. The smartphone will go on sale from April 3, 2023 on Flipkart. Some of the other striking features include 6.6-inch Full HD display, 50 megapixel back camera, 5 megapixel front camera and 5000 mAh battery. Infinix has claimed that the smartphone will give 30 days standby time on a single charge. And the Finance Bill 2023 has given a breather to unit holders of REITs listed in India. After the recent amendments made in the Finance Bill 2023, the government will now tax only a portion of dividend after adjusting for the cost of acquisition. Earlier, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman had proposed in the Budget 2023 that the government would treat distributions of REITs as debt repayment. This created unrest in the industry and many experts had slammed the government's decision. They were of the view that the tax that REITs are required to pay would eventually increase. But thanks to the recent amendments, government has withdrawn its decision. Plus, it has also made additional changes because of which tax outgo of REITs will decrease comparatively. And now we move on to bourses. The shares of Artemis Electricals and Projects Limited were in huge demand on Monday. The stock had hit an upper circuit last Friday. Its board had announced stock split in the ratio of 1:10. This means shareholders holding one stock of the company will have 10 stocks in their portfolio. Its board had set March 31, 2023 as a record date for finalizing shareholders for the stock split. Ex-split day of the stock will also be on March 31. On Monday, its stock has gone up by 4% to close at 122 rupees per share. Artemis Electricals has given multi-backer returns in the last 1 year. The stock has gone up by 131% in the last couple of days. And foreign portfolio investors have been net buyers of India's equity market so far in the current month of March 2023. FPIs have bought close to 7,200 crore rupees of domestic equities in March. Although Geojit Financial Services and Kotak Securities Limited are of the view that FPIs are likely to be cautious and volatile in the near term. A bulk of FII buying so far in March has come from funds infused by US-based GQG partners in the Adani Group companies. Overall, since the beginning of this year, FPIs have remained net sellers of domestic equities. They have sold equities to the tune of more than 26,000 crore rupees in 2023. In terms of investing in sectors, FPIs have mostly bought autos and auto components, financial services, metals and mining, and power. Geojit Financial Services is of the view FPIs can buy stocks of banking, capital goods and automobiles going forward. The brokerage house expects foreign inflow in IT and pharmaceuticals as valuation of both these segments have turned attractive after recent correction. Well, our next news is a reminder for those who invest in mutual funds and shares. Mutual funds and demat accounts will be frozen if declaration form for filing nomination details is not submitted by March 31, 2023. This does not mean it has become mandatory for retail investors to add nominee to their mutual fund folios and shareholdings. If they don't want to add a nominee, they just have to fill a declaration form. They can state that they don't want to add any nominee. The declaration form can be filed both online and offline. But if nomination details are missing from declaration form, then their accounts may be frozen. As a result, investors will not be able to sell units or shares. That's all for today here on Money Time at Money9 English. This is me Ajay signing off for the day. Stay tuned to Money9 English's YouTube channel. See you tomorrow at the same time. Until then, take care and goodbye.